10 things that can destroy even the strongest relationships and tips to prevent them. Have you ever thought to yourself that a couple you met were perfect together and then suddenly heard of their demise? It can be a cause of concern to think that even when you are in a strong relationship, things can shift downhill at any moment. Every relationship has ups and downs, but it's best to know how to approach the downs to keep your relationship intact. When couples resolve issues properly, it strengthens the relationship even more. Here are 10 things that destroy the strongest relationships and what you can do. Number 10. When you start disagreeing on intimacy. Sometimes things start out great and you're both on the same page when it comes to being intimate. It can be straining on any relationship when one person feels less desire to be intimate and leave one person feeling undesired. Sometimes there are underlying reasons for a sudden change in one's sex drive, and it's best to be open and communicate to resolve the issue. Before we continue, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and activate the notification bell to receive your daily dose of knowledge. Number 9. You're bottling up emotions. Sometimes during small arguments, you find it easier to just stay quiet and not make a big deal of it. The problem with this is that all those emotions will build up and you may become filled with resentment toward your partner. It's always better to discuss issues, no matter how big or small, in a calm and respectful manner. Number 8. You take each other for granted. You both are committed, so you may feel like you don't have to put in as much effort. The things you did for each other at the beginning that made you fall in love will also be the things that keep your relationship strong. It is the little gestures, the thank yous, and the compliments that are sometimes missed down the line. Keep them going. Number 7. You're losing your identity. Sometimes in a couple's bliss, they want to be with each other all the time. But when this happens, some tend to lose themselves or weaken relationships with other friends. It might not be an issue at first, but when some things emerge from the honeymoon phase, this issue can cause even some of the strongest relationships to crumble. It's best to keep a sense of self in your relationship, not just for you, but for your partner and your relationship. Number 6. You began skipping out on dates. You have become so comfortable with each other that you spend most of your time on the couch together in pajamas. With quarantine still in effect, for many of this, it's understandable at the current moment. There are always ways to mix it up and keep the romance alive. If you don't have any more dinner dates or nights out dancing, someone is likely going to get bored. If you're practicing social distancing, come up with some creative at-home dates for each other. Even if you are in different locations, try to set aside at least one night a week to do something special together. Number 5. Someone is being condescending. This used to not be an issue, but all of a sudden someone feels superior and makes it known. Rude, teacher-like comments and belittling a partner is not healthy. It might be something one person puts up with for a while, but eventually they're likely to get fed up. If something is bothering you, it's best to try to understand where that anger is coming from before snapping at the other person. Number 4. Someone broke the trust. All it can take is one lie or one flirty text with a coworker to turn a relationship upside down. Honesty is always the best policy. If you're being unfulfilled, it's better to be upfront and either work through it or walk away. Number 3. You hold grudges. It's perfectly normal to have arguments and disagreements. Once you've talked through something that upset you, it's best to let it go. If you begin feeling anger again over something that happened 2 months ago, try to remember what conclusion you both came to. Was there an apology? Have things improved? Don't just immediately start giving your partner the cold shoulder over issues you've already resolved. Number 2. You are more negative than positive. When one person is constantly complaining, it can cause a shift in the mood of the people around them. If you feel like you've been extra negative lately, try to see how your partner is acting. Has their mood changed? Do they seem to be frustrated or sad? Tell them what's causing your negative thoughts, apologize, and try to find a solution together. Number 1. You're both on different pages about life goals. Sometimes people change. If things that once made a future between you seem possible has changed, it might be time to reevaluate. It could be anything from a decision to change career paths to not wanting children. It should be discussed, and sometimes it is best to walk away when this is the case. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to stay informed about our upcoming videos, because more incredible content is on the way.